Alright guys, this is Chris with Kingship Tech. Thanks for coming to the channel. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. This is a channel all about tech gear for the amateur user. In today's video is going to be all about a product review. Let's go. Alright guys, thanks for coming to the channel. Like I said, this is a product review. Full disclosure, Fifine is the company. They sent me the wireless microphone system for free to do an honest review, and that means I get to say whatever I want to say about it, and actually they're a great company so far and are willing to take suggestions, and so this is what you're gonna get. So let's go into the unboxing of the product. Go. As you can see, it is a full box. It has everything you need to get started, and actually the audio you're hearing right now is coming from the wireless microphone system. And what you're seeing right now is something that I've never been able to do until now. I am actually at a distance away from the camera, where normally I am always at least an arm's length at ultra wide angle view. And this is at 35mm with a full frame camera. And so this is something that I've never been able to do. You get a more of a compressed look. So let's get into the product itself and just go over some testing. Before we get started, I have never used one of these systems before, so it's been a learning curve for me. It is actually very simple to get plugged and ready to go. It just takes some AA's, some AAA's, plug them in there, turn it on, and it's automatically connected just like that. There is no issue with it. I'm pleasantly surprised with how easy that went together. Now, what I am new to is the placement of the lavalier microphone. I am a user of a shotgun microphone. That's what I use all the time, and it's primarily because of the type of video work that I do. It's a lot of run and gun, movement, trying to go back and forth between people, and so I'm always changing directions. And it's not just me talking sometimes, and so therefore a shotgun microphone is the way to go. So if you are a run and gun type shooter, you're probably not going to need this system. But I'm noticing now more and more when I'm doing product reviews or, you know, talking about technology, tech gear, camera gear related stuff, it is nice to be able to be a little bit further away from the camera and not have my audio suffer. So this system allows you to be anywhere in the scene, even completely out of frame here, and you're still going to get all of my audio just fine. Let me go and talk about some of the struggles that I've had with getting this figured out. Right away, I did some testing with it and I noticed some of the audio was suffering. I was like, what is the deal? It doesn't sound that great. But then I would notice some points of the video where the audio sounded really good. Well, it has to do with the placement of this lavalier microphone. It is extra sensitive to direction. So if I have this moved over like this, you'll see the audio just change drastically. This is back to normal, and this way, again, it changed drastically. It changes because it is a directional microphone. I didn't realize how sensitive it was, but it's very sensitive. Not to say that it couldn't use a little bit of tweaking when it comes to the preamps or how it records, because I do think it could be better, but for $37, that's right, $37, you're gonna get one heck of a system that has a pretty decent range. It has about a 40 to 60 feet, they say. I don't see any reason to even go that far away from the camera unless you are teaching a class. Then you might be 30 feet away from the receiver and you would need that kind of range. But as far as the video for YouTube goes, this is basically what you're gonna get, and it does the job really well. I am Actually pretty happy with it. This audio isn't terrible. It's very equivalent to some of the cheaper shotgun microphones. Definitely better than the internal mics of the camera. Other wireless systems like the Rode Video Mic Go, I believe it is, that system is about $100 at least. It's not necessarily as budget friendly. So this is $37 and you get everything. Like you saw in the unboxing, you get the 2 adapters for using with your camera or going to use with your cell phone. And then you also has the 1/4 inch to be able to plug into a PA system. I mean, it does everything. It has 22 different frequency channels on this little thing, and it has a nice LCD display on it to show you the battery life and the channel that you're currently on. So why would you even need this setup? Well, if I'm going to be showing you something that I can't be really close to the camera, this is going to be perfect for you. In a studio setting as well, it would be just fine. You could walk around the room a little bit and not be held down to a position of where the microphone would be above you or on the camera itself. Another great thing about this system, as opposed to just buying a lavalier and plugging it into your iPhone, which there are cheaper alternatives for that, well, I don't have to sync up the audio in post. Some programs make it really easy for you to sync up the audio. They do it for you almost. The program I use, it's not so easy, and I would prefer at all costs to have the audio connected to the camera so I don't have to sync anything in post. It makes life easier, and if you're an amateur, the easier it is to create, the more creating you're going to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk around a little bit so you can hear what it sounds like from distances. These are, again, kind of unrealistic distances that you're going to get. You're never gonna want to, I don't see any reason to be this far away from the camera. One thing to note is to not block this system. The further you go, if you block it, it has some interference from distance, so don't block the antenna on this thing. But I like it. I think I'm going to be using it more often in the studio or out when I'm wanting to show you something bigger and want to bring the camera in. I could slap on a 50mm lens and it would be, I could be back here talking to you and get this really beautiful bokeh behind me, blurry background. I'm gonna go ahead and listen to it in the studio, wrap up my thoughts, give you my suggestions, if I can recommend this. Why don't you guys comment down below what you think of the lav microphone, if you would use it, do you use one today? $37, man, that's really, really good price. And I'll add this in, Fifine has been wonderful to work with. They're really good customer service, and I plan on using more of their products. You'll probably see more of it on this channel because I really like the customer service they give, and the price is right for the type of work that I do, and I want to see that you guys do as well. So write a comment down below what you think. All right, so this is test number 2. A simple search with the Google would tell me that the lavalier microphone, the best place would be right in the middle of the chest right here. This seems like the standard spot that you would put a lavalier microphone. Maybe the audio is better. We'll find out in post. I don't know quite yet. And you'll also see some of the outside noise. I don't know how well it's gonna pick up any of that noise either. An airplane, a car in the background, stuff that I would normally get picked up with the shotgun microphone. So this is a test number 2. Did change it from up here next to my throat to down here in the middle of my chest, and see how it sounds. If it sounds better, then guess what? I learned something new, and so did you. So you're welcome. But let's continue with the video. All right, so the closing thoughts of the microphone. Are you ready? Let's go. Pros, the price, $37, and you're getting a lot packed into this kit for $37. You're getting the transmitter, the receiver, the adapters for both your camera and your phone, and you're getting 2 microphones, the headset, and the lavalier microphone system. So you're getting all of that packed into one package. There's nothing else that you really need for it. It's super easy to use. Literally put batteries in it, turn it on, it auto connects to it, and plug it into the camera and go. There's nothing else to do. So if I could do it, you can do it. The cons, no way to attach it to the camera. Let me show you what I mean. Here is my camera, an ADD. Here is the receiver, what it's going to be picking up from the lav mic. Ideally, what you would want is to be able to attach this to the camera hot shoe, like just like so, something like this. that would be the best idea. All you would need to do is to have a tap in here, 1/4 inch threaded hole. I can adapt it and I can put it right on here and it would be permanently attached to it, not going anywhere, and I can have it plugged in right to the side of the camera. Right now it dangles from the side of the camera like so, and nowhere to put it unless I rubber band or something on it. That's the only way it would work. That's my biggest complaint about this thing, and that is one reason why I cannot recommend it for vlogging, because you're moving around too much and it doesn't make sense to have something hanging from the camera. It won't work. In a stationary position, if you're in a studio or if you're doing something like I'm doing right now, just sitting here talking to you, it's perfect. It will work fine. Another thing that I saw when I was testing it, it doesn't like fast movements. If I were to move all over the place really fast, it might cut out a little bit, and so it seems like maybe the connection's a little weak or the transmitter is a little weak and it will cut out. But if you're kind of not moving too fast, just doing normal stuff, you'll be fine. And then at distances of 40 to 65 feet, I've tested it, it still functions, but it does get a little bit choppier if you move too fast, or if you cover up the receiver with your hand by accident or anything, it might cut out a little bit, but it still does work from that distance. Another one that I thought could be better is the microphone itself, the lav mic. It seemed way too sensitive to direction. Whatever direction I pointed the mic at, it seemed to change quite a bit in the sound. It's very directional. Overall, I think it could be better. I think the sound could be better. Now, would I recommend this to you for a budget wireless microphone system? Yes. I will be using this microphone system because it's very budget friendly. It does the job. I could get by with the sound quality, especially if I want to get more of the background of my shot. I need to be further away from the camera. This will be perfect. That's it. I think I covered everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more. See ya.